next few minutes, I'm just going to talk about social media and business, social, and financial security. And many of you wonder what qualification have I got to talk about that when there are professors of IT in the room. But this is education. With an educated person, we go to school to learn a particular skill. It doesn't mean that's all our education. I started I've been in medical practice now for nearly 40 years, and now obviously it's time to begin to wind down frontline medical practice. So recently I started training myself in new technologies, and social media, technology and internet marketing was the area I chose. And this is just a little glimpse of what we have been learning. I'm doing a one-year mentoring program. So, social media for business. A lot of us know what social media means. There's a lot of social media platforms. But like you say, it's social. A lot of people know it from the social perspective. But I want to approach it from another angle. So you begin to see it as a tool. As a tool for business, both for existing business and for new businesses. Now, there are 4 stages of learning. The first stage is that there's an unconscious incompetence. You don't know, and you don't know you don't know. It's called blissful ignorance. And when we come to talk about social media or many areas that are not your primary area of training, many of us might find ourselves in that situation. Conscious incompetence is you don't know. Now you don't, and you know you don't know. So that is a learning mode. You know you don't know. It's a child, you're riding the bicycle, you fell down, now you know you can't ride the bicycle. So it's a time to learn. So many of us, as far as social media is concerned, that might be where many of us are. There might be quite a number that's in the first group as well. That is not to say you are not an expert in your area of training. It's just that this new technology, which has become what I call the 3 arrows. If you cannot read and write, in the past it was said to be uneducated, but now if you haven't got social media or technology skills, you are going to find it very difficult to live successfully in the world that we are now, not to talk about the one that's coming. So we need to get onto it. They are called conscious competence. You know, and you know. So you can talk with confidence because you have the training. And of course, the expert, you can ride it, you can drive a car. You don't have to even think about the brake or anything like that. You can do a cup of tea, wave to a friend. You can do everything. You are consciously competent. You can just do it while you are asleep. And that's where we want to get to. But so the question I want to ask you is this: where are you in terms of social media knowledge? Where do you belong to? What is your social media knowledge? The Bible talks about, my people are dead due to lack of knowledge. The knowledge you do not know might harm you. And ignorance is not an excuse. So what is the purpose of social media in terms of social media marketing? The primary, you want to increase your customer base, okay? Increase your customer base, generate more leads for your business, lower your marketing expenses as compared to conventional marketing, reach your target audience in a very specific way, gather information about your potential customer base, and build brand loyalty, which is what many other organizations are already doing, increase your web traffic. Traffic in this case, we're not talking about cars, we're talking about the actual people communicating. And that's where you want to be. You want to get the traffic into your business. And then get real-time and trackable results. I might use some lingos that I'm perhaps not quite familiar with, but then that's the language of the... Now, for you to be able to do that, you need to be able to at least go for some training and learning. And the purpose of your learning, and that's exactly what I'm doing at the moment, is that you're going to learn how to grow your audience and make high-quality conversions. Conversion in this case, we're not talking about, it's not religious conversion. We're talking about somebody looks at your business and then becomes a customer and buys. That's a conversion in social in marketing. Now, gain an understanding of how to generate high-quality leads that convert. Start getting bigger returns for lower advertisement spends. Create highly specific buyer personas relating to your customers. And as we talk about it, you're beginning to see that this is what Facebook and such platforms do for you. They have all your profile. In fact, you gave it to them freely in the past. And they can analyze it and can specify. You begin to wonder, sometimes you get certain emails, certain targeted email. How do they know all about you? Because your profile is already out there. So in your business, you can begin to do that. Gain strong understanding of who you are targeting to better serve them. Learn to analyze your audience behaviors. Find out how to create and engage high-quality audience on social media. Understand how to better direct and track the journey from your social media channels to your website. Okay? Understand the importance of high-quality content to better convert customers and generate customer loyalty. And then manage social media content with ease. So these are the things, the courses I'm doing. This is what we are learning. Now, 3 steps to social media profits. You need to have a platform. Either Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and any other new ones that will come up. As a matter of interest, how many of us have got a Twitter account? Can you wave to me? Okay, all right. So about 1/5 of the room. Facebook, okay, and LinkedIn, okay, all right. About the same number. And how many of you use any of these platforms for business? Okay, fewer number, but at least they have some number. So we got a few converted in the room. But that's the space we all want to be. Because you want to be there and you want to get to the people that are putting all the information about their life into Twitter and Facebook. And you want to get in there, do the profiling, and of course, Facebook and Twitter, they're already doing it for you anyway. You go there and be very specific. You can develop it yourself, but it will cost you a lot of money. I mean, Facebook and Twitter, they don't own anything at all except their database. That's where their money comes from. So the purpose is to get traffic through these platforms and move it to what we call an opt-in page. Many of you will have seen that you click on something and they ask for your first name, and what they want to do is to get your details. I know the new Data Protection Act in the UK is going to make some adjustment to how that is done. But basically, if I just go the way it's been so far, is that you have an opt-in page. I would have, for instance, an opt-in page. I can create an opt-in page, and I can get traffic from any of these media that I have into the opt-in page. And from the opt-in page, it goes on to the database. And so when it goes into the database, from that database, we begin to grow with time. Because you want to reach it. Don't forget that the social media takes you to a whole range of locations around the world. Large number of people. If you get into the Facebook and Twitter, you are getting to millions. So you extract what you want for your specific business because of the profiling and move into your social base. And then you begin to email them and you begin to sell to them. So that is the whole objective of the database. So what you want to do here, you want in social in online marketing, you want to really be the middleman, the so-called middleman. You don't need to own anything at all to make a lot of millions on the internet. In fact, owning something is a liability. You don't want to own anything. Facebook doesn't own anything. Facebook and Twitter, they don't own anything. They just own their database. They just link people up. Alibaba does not own anything. And what's the name of that? The hotel group. Airbnb. They don't own any. They don't own a single house, a single hotel. but they are making millions out of it. So you want to be the person who identify those who have the problem and link them to those who have the solution. And you just take your cut in the middle. And that's where the money is. So Tesco, for instance, when you go to Tesco, Tesco doesn't care whether they sell, whether you buy any brand when they come. Most of the brands they have are different brands from different companies. They just compete. They just have the share for them. And you go, you say you want to buy Kellogg, or whether you buy from another brand, it doesn't, what you don't buy, they don't pay for. They are just creating the shelf for people to, for the other organization to sell their products. So they are the middle people. Leading Sainsbury's, that's what most of them do. They don't really go and buy stock, use all their money. So social media has a global reach, and that's why it's so important. You can sell to anybody on the face of the earth your product that you make in Oxford or anywhere you are. So getting in there means you get a bigger reach for your organization. So we talked about Uber. Uber they don't own a single car. Facebook don't own just the database. Alibaba, Airbnb. So these are organizations that are already in there, and that's where you want to be. Okay, you need to build a database, and so Twitter will help you do that with subscription. On the commercial side, you can do a Twitter advert, and then they will give you the specific things that you need. If you say, oh, I want all the single parents living who are age so in a particular location, in anywhere in the world, and they'll give everything to you. You just pay for it. And that's what you want to target. So depending on the type of business you have, you can tailor it in a very specific way to the people you want. And social media helps you to do that. And they have so you have the opt-in page is a key to actually acquiring your database. Like I said before, you go to the platform, advertise on the platform, they link up with you, and they come on and they go into your opt-in through your opt-in page. And often what we do with the opt-in page is that we entice people to give their details opt-in page by giving them free gift. A lot of free gifts come on there, and it's just a hook. And you supply your email and your address, and then from there onwards, you're on the database, and you can begin to market other things that we think you need based on your profile. So this is Twitter. This is the words at the last count. But they don't own anything. They're just selling the database. So the Facebook, exactly the same. So those are the platforms. Facebook obviously is much bigger than Twitter. And if you ask you, so next time when you supply your information on Facebook, realize that this is what is happening. That's not, obviously, I mean, you don't have to opt into anything you don't want to opt into. You don't have to buy anything you don't want to buy. But that is the purpose. So if you are in the online marketing business using social media, that's what you want to develop. And you can do it for an existing business. A business you already have, or you can decide, I'm just going to move on through. For instance, look at if somebody wants to say, if you have a weight loss business, this is a Twitter account. Somebody is saying to you, so, okay, I'm just going to, time is a bit of a, people, we say to you on their, when you go to, next time, if you Google, say, weight loss on Twitter, you see loads of people telling you their problem about weight loss. So you already know the people that have the problem. You are creating if you put into Facebook money making online, a lot of people will come on and begin to supply their details and tell you they want to make money. So these are the people that you can begin to target. Social media enables you to do that. Okay. So the objective really is to find a targeted traffic through the social media, and then you convert this traffic to your database, and then you begin to monetize your database. Okay. So the system is really very clear. You can say this is the opt-in page here. You can have a blog. You can have a blog inside with an opt-in page, a Twitter account, Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, all that. They all come through your opt-in page. And from your opt-in page, you develop your database with email addresses, and then from there onwards, they become people that you can market to. You need a lot of patience when you are doing this. I mean, it will take a while to build it up, but the bigger your database, the easier it is for you to actually reach this. You don't want to you can keep digging, like this guy was a few inches away from the diamond, and he gave up. You don't want to be that person. So you're going to need, so you need a lot of patience here. So for you to, obviously to market anything on the internet and through the social media using the technique I've just described, you need a niche. And these are 5 niches that are very profitable. If you can do it, if you go into a weight loss business, you can, through social media, find a big database of people that are interested in weight loss issues that you can market to. Internet market, you can also do internet marketing on its own. You can do internet marketing, marketer for somebody. For instance, if you have a business, or accounting business, or any business, if you want to have an internet marketing profile, I can design it for you. For instance, I can do it for you, and then give you an online presence. Personal development. I mean, we're talking about mentoring and motivational talks. It's big business. And there are a lot of people out there, and you can target, so you decide which niche you want to go into. Or if you want to go trading or trading stroke investing or forex, you develop as a niche. So you don't just go to the internet and go for everything. You focus on this particular niche, look for the people that have these needs, and then you begin to use these social media techniques to do it. And of course, you have an existing business that can be developed, that becomes an existing niche. Of course, you can also have an affiliate business. Affiliate business is big business. In other words, instead of doing you have your database that you can market to, you can become an affiliate, say, to Amazon or to any of the big organizations, and you help them sell their product. You become the Alibaba because you do not own anything. All you do is just linking those who have the problem with those who have the solution, and you just take the money in the middle. And that's what it's all about. So how to make money with other people's products, and that's how you do it. High-ticket affiliate, you want to choose your affiliate business very carefully. Some of them will just pay you very peanuts. But there are some what we call high-ticket affiliate businesses that pay quite a lot. We're talking about 5,000, 10,000, or even 50,000, depending on what they are selling. For instance, if you become an affiliate to Tony Robbins, who's a mega person in personal development, and you sell his meetings as an affiliate, you take a cut of whatever you sell. But if you have that big database that you've already developed, you can market to those people. And if they buy it, then it becomes a cut. So the more of that, because it's a worldwide reach for you, the number can be quite a lot. Multiple income generating strategy, you can have multiple affiliates. And of course, you need a mindset for massive success. Like I said before, patience, and of course, the desire to actually learn the technique. It's a new language, but it's very easily learned. You already have all the elements to be able to learn it. But if you learn it, it can be quite profitable. Okay, now I just want to say, this is my last slide. We are Christians here. How do you use social media to develop your ministry or your church? In exactly the same way. In exactly the same way we just said. You know the people you want, you target them through Facebook, through any of the platforms, and you can have a virtual church. You can have a virtual church and grow ministry. For instance, if you say, over the next 6 months, we want to target only business people, you can niche them through the social media and tell them what you are providing, and you can grow in that area. Or it's okay, we want all single parents in the area, and they put all their lives on the Facebook. So you go there, you pick the information, target it. Facebook will do it for you. You just tell them what you want, and they'll give you everything. If you want to, someone that is tall or short or fat They will give it to you because all people are putting their everything about their life on the internet. Praise the Lord. So that's all I want to say. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The sessions were quite deep and quite inspirational. Thank you very much. You did mention about opt-in page, and you showed in a diagram different locations and social media platforms where you can draw your people or customers to be able to build an opt-in page. We'll just request, is this something you can share in the YouTube or in any other form of teaching or explanation or platform so we can know how to do that opt-in page? The next question is, please, you actually gave a very deep teaching and on this brand. Very business touching and also moral and emotional brand. Is there any way to link these things on how we can create the brand that borders on our businesses, or even if it's emotional and moral, are there legal branding way we can be taught or be directed to?
Regarding the opt-in page, the opt-in page is it's actually, another name for opt-in page, it's a one-page website, basically, that's basically what it is, where you capture data. A conventional website is actually a very static site. It's not very active. And an opt-in page is you design it. I can design because I had to train for it to design an opt-in page. So if you are prepared to go through that training, you can be shown how to design an opt-in page. And it's not very difficult to design. Once you design it, then you now have a place where you can capture this information from the various platforms to build your database. But like I said, the new Data Protection Act in the UK is there's going to be some slight modification about how you actually use people's data.